Hello and welcome to Daily Glow. Welcome back if you're returning. And speaking of that, thank you to all of my new subscribers. I'm so excited that I was able to reach my goal of having 500 subscribers, and that's really exciting. I'm really, really grateful. And I love reading your guys' comments. I love the little community that we've built here. So thank you guys so much. It means a lot. Okay. Now, also thank you everybody for being patient with this space. I know the acoustics in this room are not the best. My stool is kind of squeaky. But it will be probably a couple more weeks before I'm in the new house. So this is I'm grateful to have this set up right now in the meantime. And okay, so I'm doing another future spouse reading because we are having a lot of fun with this series, and I feel like um we haven't exhausted this topic yet. There's more that we can dig into here, but I will be doing other content. I will be doing other kinds of readings. I have other readings planned. I'm just not able to get as many readings out right now because of the move. So I'm hoping in 3 or 4 weeks I'll be back to my normal schedule, or my new normal, and I'll be able to be getting all kinds of readings out to you guys. So that's really exciting. The move is really exciting. Okay, that's it for housekeeping. Thank you guys so much. As always, your reading is in the timestamps for your reading is in the description box. You can just jump there whenever you want to. I don't edit my readings, so I'm going to introduce the piles to you. And yeah, let's do that. Okay. So the reading that I'm going to do today, the topic today is just what do you need to know about your future spouse? So we'll kind of leave it open to the spirit guides to bring through whatever they need to bring through. So that's the topic. What do you need to know about your future spouse? Okay. And the piles are pile 1, you have Jupiter, abundance, the number 7, and the pink Aragonite heart. So I picked up this heart at a reptile expo that I went to. I took my kids to the reptile expo. And they have like crystal booths everywhere nowadays. And I'm such a sucker. I really am. But this little heart really spoke to me. It's so beautiful. I love it. So this is pink aragonite. And pink aragonite, here I have my notes. I took notes on this. Pink aragonite is thought to help release negative emotions such as anger, sadness, and fear, replacing them with an open heart and capacity for forgiveness. It brings gifts of tolerance, patience, and flexibility. It's supposed to work to sort of ground your mind and body, reinforcing the mind-body connection and help you to govern your thoughts. It symbolizes love, compassion, and emotional healing. And it serves as a guardian of the heart and especially a conduit of feminine energy. Okay, so that's pile 1. Okay, pile 2. Your card is the Grand Trine, blessings, number 46. That also resonates as number 10 and number 1 in numerology. Okay, and the blue Peruvian opal with black tourmaline and pyrite. And blue Peruvian opal is used to release tension, support emotional healing, and promote peaceful sleep. It's associated with communication. It's also associated with connecting the mind, spirit, and body, and connecting with spirit, communication with spirit. It has been considered a good luck charm. Yes, it's associated with expression, communication, and intuition. And the black tourmaline is associated with protection, especially psychic protection. I love that so much. This is like, this literal one single stone is like probably my favorite crystal. Yes. Okay. And pile three, you have the sun card, sun, spirit, and again the number one. Because remember 46 reduces to one in numerology, okay? But pile three, you have the number one, sun, spirit, and you have the golden healer heart. Golden healer. This is a gorgeous crystal. Let's see, since we're sharing where we got these crystals, I got this crystal in a mountain city. And this one was actually mined out of state. Was it Arizona? I don't know, but I got it from, well, no, actually, I think she got this one somewhere else. She mines a lot of her own crystals, but actually, I don't know that she got this one herself. I don't remember. Anyway, she's a really cool lady. And this heart-shaped stone has this little like hole in the heart, which I think is really cool, especially because it's golden healer. Golden healer is a very grounding stone that feels very light. It doesn't feel heavy. It helps you feel strong and balanced. It's thought to help you engage in the world. It is considered a powerful tool for manifestation and especially achieving goals. It amplifies and radiates positive energy. It is thought to bring healing and balance to the mind, body, and spirit, releasing blockages. Some people believe that it helps reach down into your cellular level to release old patterning and old behaviors, aligning the masculine and feminine or yin and yang type energies, right? Balancing energies. Mm, and okay, and that's enough on Golden Healer for now. Okay. So these are your options, pile one, pile two, pile three. Sometimes people find that they have messages in more than one pile. So I will see you at your reading. Timestamps in the description box. Okay. And I don't edit my readings. How is everyone doing today? I've been having so much fun doing these readings. I think they're really fun because they're positive. These readings are so positive. Welcome to your reading pile one. If you chose the Aragonite heart and Jupiter, abundance, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what the spirit guides want to bring to you, to us today. So how are we going to open? We're going to open with Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. Pile one, how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. Pile one, what does pile one need to know about their future spouse? Oof. Yang, to be fair, building blocks, and soulmates. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have the divine masculine energy. And I know that's not what that means. This is how I'm channeling it today, okay? And this is about a balancing of energies. Okay, hang on. I'm going to build on this a little bit. Mhm. Yeah, okay. So this is a message for more so for divine feminines, but put yourself, where it belongs, where it makes sense, okay? But this is a message, well, yeah, because there could be a message here for people who identify as divine masculine too. Of course there could. Okay. This is a message about um balancing of the divine masculine energy in preparation for this soulmate union. Yes. Wow, it's a miracle. Some of you may have issues with men specifically, or you may have some false beliefs or some history with men specifically that has caused you to have certain negative beliefs, either conscious or subconscious, perhaps beliefs about how relationships with men go or how men are in relationships. So that is an energy that needs to be balanced out. And then on the other side, the divine masculine also does have some negative programming regarding what it means to be masculine and how masculine people are supposed to show up, or even a lack of accountability at all about showing up. So that is an energy that's being balanced. The energies surrounding the expression and reception of divine masculine energy are being balanced. This is very, yeah. Okay. The most important message here is that there is a miracle here taking place. But someone may have been impatient with this process. Yes, my viewer, you find yourself impatient with this process. The impatience also does stem from insecurity. Whenever we feel a sense of impatience, it's because we're sitting in a place of lack or fear of lack. Okay. This one. Okay. We're going to try to get some more fun messages too, but this is a pretty high level message that they're opening up with here right from the beginning. Okay, and what do you need to bring? Message do you need to bring about Pile One's future spouse? Thank you. This is a deck that I've never used on this channel before. It is Divine Abundance Oracle Cards by Tasha Silver. We have Sanctity, yes, so divinity, sacrifice, your path, and self-love. Okay, this is an extremely high level message. This is not going to resonate for everybody. This message is more so going to resonate for souls who are on probably a divine counterpart journey, and you are on a union timeline with a very high level soulmate, whatever you want to call that. Okay, because yeah, and it doesn't have to be like a twin flame. Okay, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. This is a very, I don't know how, I don't like saying high level, but this is definitely, this is a teaching that might be a little bit harder to understand. Okay, but this message that they're bringing forward, so hopefully if this resonates, then then you're ready to hear this message. But basically, This is a sacred path. This path of union between you and your future spouse, who in this case is your soulmate, and that's not true for everybody, okay? Not everyone necessarily is going to marry their soulmate per se. And when I say your soulmate, keep in mind that we have many soulmates, and some of them are platonic, and some of them are family soulmates. Okay, there's all kinds of soulmates. It's just people that you have a really special soul connection with, probably one that extends beyond this life, this incarnation. Okay, because there's people that we agree to come to Earth with for whatever reason, and we can have all kinds of different kinds of relationships with those people, okay? So we can have different kinds of soulmates, but this marriage that is coming into your life in the future is a soulmate connection. And not every marriage is. So it's sacred, okay? Because of that, you do need to sacrifice your ego, your illusions, your obsessions, your addictions, because ego, impatience, delusions, obsessions, addictions, none of that is in alignment with a soulmate connection. Your higher self already knows what it's doing. So certainly you can manifest, but it's sort of like you don't need to manifest necessarily. Like it's splitting hairs. It's like what you call it, right? What are you going to call it? But basically, your higher self is already on a path to meet this person and unite with this person, and it knows what it's doing. And all you have to do is continue to follow your path. And these words here on this card says, "Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions." And your higher self has created this plan in concert with God, source, creator, energy, whatever you want to call that, and your spirit guides, higher powers, and all that, okay? So that plan is already happening and in place. And then the key to connecting with this higher energy and this divine energy is to truly love yourself and to love yourself in your authenticity in a vulnerable way. Okay, your inner child. To truly love yourself and not just be looking to validate yourself, okay? Because just making yourself feel good and just validating your ego is not self-love. Self-love is sort of when you look at yourself as a parent would look at a child and you think, what does she need? What does he need? You need kind words, you need nourishing food, you need a certain amount of structure, you need consistency in some things, you need water, sunlight, you need words of affirmation, you need to be surrounded by people who love you, community. Okay, this is what you need to focus on to have self-love and then to align with your soulmate connection. Okay. I hope I haven't lost all of you. I know, I feel like people don't want to hear that kind of message. It's not like fun. Let's see if we can get some more fun messages in. And also, I do want to say to our spirit guides that are with us here today, thank you so much for bringing that message forward because somebody really needed to hear it. So thank you. That's a really important message. Okay, somebody needs to hear that this marriage is going to be fair. This marriage is going to be solid and built on a firm foundation. This marriage is going to be a soulmate connection, and that both of you are working, both you and your future spouse, wherever they are both working on having a healthy relationship with divine masculine energy. Okay, in whatever way that means for you. Okay, so that's a very important initial message that needed to come through. This one? Okay. Okay. What else does pile one need to know about their future spouse? Ooh, okay, that's a fun message. This is someone that you have visited in dreams. For some of you, you have actually visualized about this person and you may know who this person is, but for some of you, you may not consciously remember your dreams. Mm. You may not remember your dreams. So you may not know that you've been visiting this person in your dreams. Yeah, you may feel disconnected from this person, but they're saying that if you were able to tap in and tune in a little bit more, you would know that you are actually already connected to this person. They also want you to know that this person is the perfect key. This person is the perfect fit for you. If you've had a question about that, if you've wondered, I think some of you have some anxiety about whether you're going to have a good marriage or not, whether you two will be whether you'll meet someone and marry somebody who you will be compatible with, and they're saying yes, even though you two are different. You may seem to be as if you were from different worlds, but yes, they are the perfect key. And they are asking you to trust in the fact that you feel stranded right now. You feel grounded. You feel like your ship is stuck in a tree. And they're saying to be patient and listen. So they're asking you to be very present right now and really trust in the story which is unfolding right now. And there is a more playful energy coming through right now because they're really excited for you. And they want you to know that you are already enjoying this connection, even if you don't know it. And the more that you're able to relax into the phase and stage of life that you're in right now, the more you're going to be able to enjoy this. And yeah, they're really excited for you because you're really gonna like this. That's what they're telling me. We're going to do this again. Okay, we're going to go back to these cards. These are the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Gratitude. Yes, you're going to, they're so excited for you. You're going to love this. You're going to have so much fun with this person, with this connection. Some of you really need to release a pattern of working too much. Some of you have communication incoming because I haven't had this all day and now I have like this whatever this is that I get in my throat sometimes. Um one moment. Yeah, it literally means that communication is incoming. Oh my gosh, shut up. Okay, some of you are going to meet this person this autumn or whenever the next autumn is. Yeah, September, October, November. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, so this separation, this longing, this yearning for someone who you probably have not met yet is temporary. It's bittersweet and temporary. And they're telling you actually to enjoy this time in your life that you're in now, because for many of you, I think if you're in this pile, they're really preparing your energy to meet your future spouse like now. Like you're in a season of preparation. It is not long before you meet your future spouse. And only take this if it resonates, okay? But if you're watching this pile, I bet you're going to meet your future spouse within a year. But they are trying to get you to do that last cycle of release. This is sort of like your last opportunity to release and prepare before you meet this person. So that's why they're coming at you with all these serious messages, because for you, for this pile, like it's go time, literally. Like it's time to let things go and prepare for union. And you are going to be renewed. Okay, so you're in a period of letting go and you're in a period of release. And when you're in that season or that chapter of your life, it could be really difficult. And it can be, yeah, bittersweet. It can be bitter, but it's going to be sweet. It's for a reason. So try to maintain the perspective and the belief in what you are doing, in what you're manifesting, and what you're creating. And remembering that there's no pressure on you to manifest this um necessarily, because like I was talking about before, this is already created. You already decided this. This was already written before you were born. Yeah, now we have the Twin Flames card. I was 100% getting Twin Flames vibes. Twin Flames or divine counterparts, soulmates, whatever you want to call it. And once again, this person may already be watching you. We keep getting that energy. That's interesting. Okay. This person is at a distance, or they've distanced themselves from you on purpose. They may be keeping their distance. Yes, they're keeping their distance and they're watching you. Dang. Okay, guys. I think if you're in this pile, somebody is watching you and you're probably going to have contact in or renewal, depending on your story, contact or renewal in autumn. Yeah, and they're going to come forward with an offer of love, a gesture of love. I'm hearing actually October, November, December. It's really important to try to stay high vibe right now. Try to connect with your positive memories. And yeah, so your card, your descriptor card or your significator card that you chose is Jupiter Abundance. Okay, and what do we have here? Abundance. Okay. This for you, this is your key energy that you need to stay in. You need to stay in the energy of an abundant heart, a grateful heart, that gratitude. Okay. That is the energy that is connecting you with your core soul frequency and with this person. Now, I didn't want to say this at the beginning because this also is kind of a deeper teaching, but we've totally gone there already, like we're there. So I'm going to let you know, for those of you that don't know, some of you already know this, that Jupiter in astrology is the planet that is supposed to signify your true soulmate. Your true counterpart is signified by your Jupiter placement. Okay. And then in looking at the synastry between two people, you can look at supposedly the Jupiter and the Juno to show or at least the Jupiter, it depends on who you ask, but yeah, to show the ideal spouse or the divine counterpart, okay? Wow, this person is already watching you and planning to bring you um an offer of love or a gesture of love. Someone who, if this person was a workaholic or they prioritized their work over a relationship with you, this is only for those of you who had some previous connection in the past with this person, which not all of you do. They are releasing that. Yeah, so for those of you watching who are divine feminines, which I know is most of us, your divine masculine is really, really balancing out his energies. Okay. Wow. All right, we're going to take that too. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Yeah, this is about, once again, getting out of your fears, ego, your human distractions, things that we distract ourselves with that seem important, and to go back to your core soul frequency, your connection with spirit. When I surrender my will, that's ego, to the care of spirit and the universe, that's God, however you think of that, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. So what they're saying is that stream of abundance is consistent and ever present. It's always there. So all you have to do is surrender ego. And you surrender ego by acknowledging the care and love and support of the universe, of God. And by doing that, you naturally align with that ever-present stream of abundance of well-being. That's what they mean by surrender. Surrender to God, surrender to the universe, surrender to life. True manifestations are powered by service and love. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Okay, but this specifically is pointing out again that your soul is on a path. This is not for everybody. This is for you if you're watching this and it resonates. Your soul specifically has a plan and a path for the union of soulmates with your future spouse. Your plan specifically is unfolding now, and you are on the brink of union. Yeah. So it's time for you to align with this and to remember your higher purpose, to stay remembering your higher purpose. Wow. This has got to be like maybe one of the deepest readings that I've done. Okay. How one need to know about their future spouse. It's interesting because they have been focusing a lot on kind of you and your energy and your journey. And actually, that really is where the focus should be because, yeah, of course. Okay, they're letting us know that right now there's a lot you don't know, are not aware of, and cannot see. So that's why it's important for you to be patient, go slow, and take your time at this time because everything's going to become much more clear to you. It's not necessary for you to know and understand everything right now. There's that gratitude again. They want you to focus on gratitude and focusing on abundance because that is going to expand your vibration of attracting more experiences that are like that. And it doesn't mean that you have to be inauthentic or ignore negative things that are happening, difficult things that are happening. And it's interesting that, right now while I'm doing this reading, I can hear a family sort of like they're kind of arguing. They're not exactly arguing. I don't know. The kid is like upset about something and the mom is like responding. I think it's the mom. There's like an urgency in her voice. Like it sounds a little bit stressful, whatever they're going through right now. And it's like you don't have to ignore the things that happen around you in life. These things are real and some of them are important, but you keep going forward and you maintain your focus on the things that, like, where you're going. You maintain your focus on your presence, your vibration, and where you're going. That's what they're saying. Okay, but what do we need to know about pile one's future spouse specifically? What can we know about this person is working on, wow, energetically, your future spouse is working on building a bridge to you. That's huge. They are healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. They're bridging the gap. Look at this. I think this is your energy. If you're watching this though and you're a divine masculine, then this is probably the divine feminine energy. This is the high priestess, basically. And your divine masculine is connecting with that energy. If you are the divine masculine, your divine feminine is in her high priestess energy and is connecting with you either consciously or perhaps just subconsciously. And look at this, wise leader. You are a beacon for others. And this is divine masculine energy. Okay, so we have divine feminine, divine masculine. And you and your masculine or feminine, your counterpart, you are both balanced in your expression of these energies. You've both mastered both of these energies to some degree. When I say you've mastered them, that doesn't mean that, you have like learned all that there is to learn and you're like the avatar. No. You've mastered them enough. This is, wow. Yeah. This is incredible, you guys. Your divine counterpart is mastering mystic healing and being a wise leader in the 3D. They're crossing the bridge. They're like bridging the gap between the mysticism and the real world experiences. So they are integrating those realities and um those realities and those like ways of seeing the world, I guess. And they're also bridging the gap between you and them. There is like so much evolution happening here with you two. They're basically telling you to hold the line. Like, you're almost there, you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it is absolutely right and correct for you to be in solitude at this time. Nothing is going wrong. That's the strong message that they want you to know. If you're alone right now, there is nothing wrong with that. That is as it is meant to be at this time. There is like this electric feeling with your pile one. Like there's an electric feeling with you. Like the energy is crackling. It's ready to pop off. You guys are so close. And I don't know what that means on a time scale. Like, I don't like that. Not all of you are necessarily going to meet your future spouse within the next few months. Some of you, I think, will. Not all of you will. But it's not about the literal timing. It's about the sense that it's very close. I mean, for some of you, it could be even closer than that. I don't know. Time is relative. Okay. What does pile one need to know about their future spouse? Yeah, the energy is, yeah, wow. See, what was I just saying? The energy is gaining momentum and approaching a fiery climax. Yep. Also, I think the full moon in Aries is in September. Let me check that real quick. It's actually October 6th if you're watching this in 2025. Okay, so if this is a timeless reading. If you're watching this past October 2025 or past October 6th, 2025, then the Aries full moon. Wow, that thing is happening with my throat again. Yeah, you guys, I think a lot of you may get um some of you will get communication around October 6th or around the full moon in Aries, whenever that is. Wow. Okay. That's so funny. I'm like, time is relative. I'm not going to give you a timeline. And then I'm like, October 6th. Oh my gosh. But that's not for everybody, guys. Only take the messages that resonate for you, okay? Always take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Have faith in your dreams. Do you remember how they were showing you before that you are connecting with this person in your dreams? This also shows, these two with the crescent moon show that you do have to wait for the moon to become full. This is in a, um, this is like in an illustrative sense because the next full moon is not the full moon in Aries, okay? Um, hmm, interesting. I also heard full moon in Taurus, actually. That would be in November. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So, but just the sense that it's not time yet. You're so close, but it's not time yet. Yeah, it says a new romantic cycle begins. Confidence is your key to success. A new start is coming. Look at that. New. A new start is coming. A new romantic cycle begins. Confidence is your key to success. They are asking you to have faith, have confidence, believe that this is happening now, believe that it is coming, have faith in it. A new start is coming. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. But I really want to get some more information about your future spouse, like specifically about them as a person. So I feel like, what do I need here? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go? Um, Here we go. Yes. Okay. What do we need to know about pile one's future spouse? What will be helpful for us to know about pile one's future spouse, please? Thank you. I love this deck, by the way, you guys. Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. I've never seen anyone use this deck before. I grabbed it because it was on sale and I freaking love it. Okay, what is helpful for us to know? Celebrate your wins. Creator water. Okay, so your future spouse has some important placements in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And they may be Year of the Rooster. That's not for everybody. And they are successful, or they may be at a successful time in their life now. They may be on an upward swing. What is helpful for us to know about pile one's future spouse? Light in the unexpected. Something about this may be unexpected. Yeah. This person is overcoming their fears. This person may be afraid to approach you. That is something we've picked up in some other readings. Hmm. Tell me about light in the unexpected. No. Okay, there's something happening right now. There's some unexpected or surprising event or epiphany or revelation, um, or something that is happening right now. Your future spouse may be going through an epiphany or some kind of upheaval literally right now as you're watching this. Yes, and they're asking themselves, what does your soul say? So this person is actually having a moment. Your future spouse is having a moment where they are really getting in touch with what their soul actually wants. You are light. Bliss is worth creating from. Yeah, this person is really attracted to your light. You are the light. You are the inspiration. And this person feels that you would be bliss. You are bliss for this person to think about, for this person to connect with your energy is bliss. And they feel a strong connection to you already and currently. And they are, yeah, they are coming to terms with that. Okay. Wow. So I actually want to know I wasn't gonna grab these cards, but since they're having a revelation right now, let's see, what are they thinking? What is your future spouse thinking? Now, I wasn't going to go into this because not everybody who's watching future spouse readings even knows who their future spouse is. Maybe you don't either. Or is not necessarily close to union, okay? Is not close to meeting them, is not close to that timeline yet. Not everybody is there, but you are. Pile one, you are. So let's see, what is your future spouse thinking about right now? This person is not willing to, this person is not willing to lose you. But they're fighting their fears and they're fighting their insecurities. They realize that it is totally up to them. I mean, yeah. Okay, this is specifically if you're the divine feminine. I'm speaking now to the divine feminine. Okay. So I'm speaking to the divine feminine if the divine masculine is the one on your mind. So, yes. They understand that you're not going to come towards them because that's not how your energy works. And um either the ball's in their court, or in some cases, you're not even really aware of them. Either way, it is totally up to them. They're worried that you might be involved with somebody or that you might be thinking about somebody else. And so they're afraid to let themselves feel the feelings that they are developing for you, especially if they think that you might be thinking about somebody else. They're also concerned about your fundamental core differences. You guys do have significant differences between you that came up before, and that is that twin flame dynamic. The twin flame dynamic is where your core soul frequency is the same, but exactly complementary. So it's like the same theme, but you got one half and they got the other half. And if you put them together, it's perfectly balanced, theoretically, like hypothetically. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much right now. A lot of people don't understand that. They think that twin flames means that you two are exactly the same, like twins. And it's not that. It's that you have the same soul theme, the same soul resonance, but two halves, like two sides of the same coin, like two halves of the sphere, as it were, and they balance each other out. The energies do sort of complete each other. Not that you're not complete on your own, everybody's complete on their own, but that they stabilize each other. So you guys have the opposite stabilizing force to your own energy. So when you two are both authentically representing your own authentic energy, which is no small feat, then you are perfectly grounding to each other. You are aligned on values, because if you are in alignment with your authentic self, then your values should be the same. But this person is in a lot of fear right now because they're doubting themselves. They're not sure if it's really you. They're not sure if you're going to recognize them. So they're not sure if they recognize you. They're not sure if you recognize them. They know that the ball's in their court and they kind of hate it. They're afraid to let themselves feel their feelings. They're really concerned about the real world ramifications, like um the actual consequences of two people who are very different than each other. But they do know that you two are aligned on values. They feel like they're chasing the extraordinary. They do feel like you two are totally connecting. Um, so I think they're going back and forth on this because they do feel like you two are totally connecting, but they're also afraid of it. Ultimately, they decide that it's a choice. So they have to decide whether or not to move towards this, whether or not to act on their um I don't know what to call this, their hypothesis. It's such a weird word to use, but like they think that it might be you, but they're not 100% sure. They think that it might be you. Yes, and they hate not knowing. They hate that moment before they make the leap. It's definitely a risk. That's what they're thinking about right now. Ooh, okay, that's an energy. Wow. Okay. So if you wanted to, you can definitely try to connect with your divine masculine energy or your divine counterpart's energy while you are preparing for sleep. Okay, right before you fall asleep, you can try to connect with that energy in like a supportive way. And that may be very helpful to them, but only if that feels aligned, okay? Because you don't actually have to do anything other than be authentically yourself. That's a strong message. So if that doesn't feel right, that's not something you want to do, yeah, don't have to. Totally don't have to do that. I only mentioned that because we were getting that message that some of you are actually connecting with this person in your sleep, whether or not you know that. Messages for pile one, please. No? Do you have any messages in this pile, in this deck of pile? Yes, thank you. Okay, well, that's a lot. Yeah, the mirror card. This person is your mirror. You're being guided. That's the message that they want to give you. You're being guided. That's really cool. Yeah, you have spiritual help. You may have animal familiars who are helping you at this time too. So a familiar is an animal that you have a special relationship with, like a spiritual connection with. It's basically like a soulmate animal. Okay. So we have all kinds of soulmates, and some of our soulmates are animals, but you may have spirit guides. Well, you do have spirit guides helping you, but you may also have familiars helping you. And oh, just dropped a bunch of cards. Yeah. Yeah, this person is your twin soul, your mirror soul. Okay, what do we have here? We dropped several. You have the power to choose. This person has the power to choose. Yes, that's true. True name, know yourself. Yes, it's very important to be in touch with your authenticity because without that, you cannot connect with this specific person. Okay. So this specific kind of connection, this specific kind of relationship is based on each of you being your authentic self. So without that, it doesn't work. And it requires courage. So we have consent and courage, autonomy and courage. This is a higher path. Yeah. So controlling, manipulating, none of that is going to work. You can't make this happen. You can only release ego enough and release energy, like release energy blockages enough to allow the energy to naturally rise to this level where this level of autonomy and courage exists. So you release enough ego, you release enough fear, and the energy is naturally going to rise to a place where you two can recognize each other and connect with each other despite whatever earthly form we're wearing today, and knowing your true name, connecting with your spirit guides and familiars. The energy is mirrored, okay? So as you work on your energy, it affects the other person's energy too. Wolf, that's about integrating your whole self, including your so-called shadow side. Okay, and the last card that I dropped is Riddle, and we have the black cat again. That came through. Oh, and the magpie came through again too. Those are both animals that have come through before. We also have a moth and a hummingbird. Be open to possibilities. There's so much about releasing heavy energies, releasing a need to control, releasing a need to manipulate, releasing a need to understand. All the clarity that you need will come to you in time. So it's about being present in the present moment. Now, these are really, really high level messages. So most of my readings aren't like this. So if you're not connecting with this reading, I guess you probably wouldn't still be listening at this point in time, but you can go watch a different, you can definitely go watch a different pile. Okay, and I'm gonna finish now with a tarot reading. This is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. It's not really a traditional deck, but let's see what we get. Okay. Last messages for pile one. What a wild reading this has been. Last messages for pile one. I'm really excited for you guys, though. Definitely let me know if you resonate with pile one because wow. The waiting game, yes, you feel like you're in a waiting game right now. Stand your ground, okay, because you are in the right place in the right time. What did I say? Did I say hold the line? Literally, literally, hold the line. You are aligned with destiny. I swear. It's only a matter of time. Cycles are closing, cycles are opening. Okay, things are changing. There's releasing going on and there's reconnecting with a soulmate. For some of you, that's somebody from your past, but for many of you, that's somebody from before you were born, like somebody from somewhere outside of this incarnation is when you knew this person previously, okay? And you will be triumphant, you will be victorious, you will marry this person. This is your future spouse. Yeah, you're coming into a time of not only union, but celebration and a solidification of this timeline and this connection in the real world. And there will be a balancing of energies. So you guys are going to have a very balanced and healthy and reciprocal energy, not only balanced with each other, but also a very balanced way of living in the world. And this is what you're in alignment with. This is what is happening. So there's really nothing to worry about. This is a really exciting time for you, pile one. And so you can really just try to enjoy this last little bit of solitude that you have. That is the message that I'm getting for pile one. If that resonates, well, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have heart chakra. Yep. Connect back in with your heart chakra. That's what you're doing. Hold the line, stand your ground. You're already there. Okay. And that is your reading, pile one. Thank you so much for watching. It was truly an honor and a pleasure to read for you today. And maybe I will catch you in another reading. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. And I don't edit my readings, so I'm going to try to remember where I put this deck. Really? I'm always losing my decks. Oh, I put it, okay. When I move, like when I finish moving, oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, we'll get ready for pile two. There we go. Welcome, pile two, to your reading. If you chose the blue Peruvian opal with black tourmaline, I need to put that one away. Here we go. And the Grand Trine card, Blessings, number 46, which is in numerology, that's a number one. This is your reading. Let's see. What do we need to know about your future spouse? Okay, let's see. I hope everybody's doing great today. Pile two. All right, what does pile two need to know about their future spouse? Interesting. Mhm. Okay, if you feel like the things that you've been doing have not been connecting you with your future spouse, you've not been finding the right people, or you've not been finding the kind of person that you are looking for, then they are asking you to think, what can you do differently? Do something different. Yeah, they're asking you to think outside the box, to do something a little bit different, but something that you're enthusiastic about, something that's exciting, something that's a risk, but feels fun and adventurous. They're also urging you to do something with a friend, so you don't have to go alone. There's a possibility that that if you travel, you may meet your future spouse when you travel, but you don't have to go alone. You can go with a friend. This may not be travel, it could just be exploring the area that you're in. They are asking you to put yourself out there a little bit more. For some of you, if you have a friend that you have feelings for, this is only if you have that scenario. If you have feelings for a friend of yours, then they are encouraging you to go ahead, take a risk, and let your heart be known. That doesn't mean that you need to bear your heart on your sleeve, that you don't need to bare your soul. But you can start a conversation. You can make a connection, make a bigger connection, make a different kind of connection. You can just start to show your feelings. That's only if that resonates. That's not for everybody. For pile two, what they're telling me is that connecting with your future spouse does involve you taking action, as far as you need to get out and go travel or something. And this is not a travel or an adventure that you're going to dislike. It's not going to be tedious. It needs to be something that's fun and exciting. This is situations that resonate with your soul. And they are encouraging you to go with your friends. So if your friends are inviting you, this is especially also if somebody has a friend who's getting married and you've been invited to the wedding, and it may be at some distance, or it may be a destination wedding and you may not want to go, perhaps because of the cost or taking time off of work or whatever it is, and they are encouraging you to go. Basically, just put yourself out there. Hmm. So yes, they're saying some of you need to get out of the house. Specifically, some of you need to get out of the house. They're saying the stars are aligned. The stars are aligned for a new beginning for you. There is somebody, there is somebody. They literally have somebody for you, but in your case, you need to go to where this person is going to be, is basically what they're saying. That doesn't mean that you need to be, um, if you are divine feminine, that doesn't mean that you need to make like the first move, or you need to like, put yourself out there in the sense of like taking action towards somebody, or I don't know, anything that's not aligned. It's not about that. It's just about literally go out of the house. Literally. Okay, what do you need to know about your future spouse? So one thing that they're telling you is that your future spouse is not, in your case, in your literal house. They are somewhere else, so you need to meet them. In order to meet them, you will need to leave the house. That's so funny. Okay. What does pile two need to know about their future spouse? Mm-hmm. Mm. Your future spouse may be going through a rough time right now. Your future spouse may be isolating themselves right now. They are going through a period of growth. Um, it's interesting. It's possible that if they met you, if they saw your energy, that often will spark a change in somebody like on an energy level. When you're, yep, soulmate. When your energy connects with the energy of a soulmate, it will spark a remembering in you on a soul level. It will make changes in you energetically. It doesn't have to be because of some conscious awareness. It happens subconsciously. It's just the chemical reaction of your aura coming close to their aura. And so sometimes literally just being in proximity to this person can help to wake them up or vice versa. This person may be stuck in some sort of codependent situation, or they may be confused. There may be things that they don't understand right now. And then if you were actually to allow yourself to go out into the world where you would actually be closer to this person, it's not that you have to go find this person if you don't know where they are. This person is praying for you. This person is praying to find you. If you don't know where this person is, it's not on you to find them per se, but it's on you to allow yourself to let the universe move you. Allow yourself to be moved by the universe so that the universe can bring you two together. Mhm. So that the universe can bring you two in proximity to each other because it will change you both on an energy level. And your future spouse actually really needs this right now. They need to be close to your energy. They're completing a cycle and they're coming into a lot of wisdom. Also, you and your future spouse are both coming into a lot of wisdom. You both have achieved a lot of wisdom in your lifetime, and you are very close to being ready for meeting each other. That's what I'm being told. Because you're completing cycles, you're completing difficult cycles, or at least they are, but maybe both of you are, and maybe you've already completed it. But this is so sweet. Your future spouse is literally praying for you, although they don't know who you are, or they probably don't know who you are. Maybe they know who you are, but I'm not really getting that. Yeah, so you are a blessing to your future spouse. And the message of this pile actually is really linked with this blue opal tourmaline. Your energy will be psychically protective to this person without you even consciously having to do anything, like literally just being around them. And the blue opal symbolizes connection and communication. So this is something that your spirit guides or the universe is really encouraging and trying to push forward right now is connection. That it's time for you to come closer, and you don't have to know where they are, who they are, but you need to allow yourself to be moved is the message. What does pile two need to know about their future spouse? That they're a little lost right now. They're not a lot lost, they're just a little lost. They may be in the process of releasing something, and so may you. You may meet this person in the wintertime or in the season when it's snowing. Hmm. Hmm. Full moon in Taurus. I was just saying in pile one, so pile one got full moon in Aries, and then I was just saying that I've also been getting full moon in Taurus. Yes, so you have full moon in Taurus. For some of you, you will meet this person at the full moon in Taurus. And then we also have full moon in Scorpio, which is like opposite. The full moon in Scorpio was in, um, oh my gosh, why can I not think of it? Is it May? Yeah, the full moon in Scorpio, I think, was in May. Yeah. So release, release, confirmation. This person is in a period of release. Perhaps there's something that you also need to release, but luck is on your side right now. That's the message. Also, the new moon in Sagittarius is coming up also. When is that? New moon in Sagittarius. Hmm. New moon in Sagittarius is this winter. Is it November or December? December 19th. Yeah, that's like Christmas time. That's very close to the winter solstice, or the solstice anyway. Okay, so we have November, December, and we have snow. So yes, yep, November, December, snow, and May. Okay. Something may begin around November, December, and something may develop through May. Or for some of you, you may have met this person in May and it's developing. You may have met someone in May and they are still completing a cycle. The message here, though, is also important. It says your dreams need a practical plan. So this pile is really being told that you do need to get off the couch, as it were. You need to leave the house. You need to go do something. I don't know what that is, but it's something that you know what you're being guided to do. It's something which is exciting. It's not something that you wouldn't enjoy, but whatever you're feeling moved or encouraged or invited to do that sort of calls to your spirit, that speaks to you on a soul level, that's the thing that you are being asked to do because that is bringing you closer to your future spouse in some way, even if you don't consciously know how. We have full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra was April? Yeah, that was April. That was an eclipse, I think, actually. And the new moon in Aries was also in April. So April may have been very significant, or April coming up may be significant. So we have April, May. That period of time may be significant. And this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, these months are significant. November, December, and April, May. Interesting. And a new start is coming. Yes. Yep. I got this with pile one, and so there's a similar message with pile two that basically you guys are getting close to union. You guys are getting close to union too. So with pile one. So it's almost time for you to meet this person, and so you are being asked to listen. You are being asked to listen to your inner guidance. Yes. This. Okay. Okay, what can we know? What will be helpful for us to know? Okay, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, it's saying that your future spouse is an old friend. That's not for everybody. That's like a one-off. Hmm. Yeah, you are being asked to listen to your soul at this time. You are being asked to slow down and listen because you are being given guidance that you may not necessarily be following. Here we see a woman gathering the delicate petals of blossoms and making them into flowers. It seems like she is weaving them together, bringing a greater whole into being. She is calm and concentrated on her work. This woman is a creator. She draws from the petals falling from the sky and growing from earth. Inspiration is all around you. Gather it up to create a new whole. So you are being invited at this time to pay attention to what you are being told and what you are being given and use it to create what you want. That's a message, pal, too. Wow. That's a powerful message. Yes, what I'm being told is that what you want is not going to fall into your lap, but the things required to make the life that you want, the raw materials are falling into your lap, and then it's up to you to create your world out of that. Yes, and you will create your rose garden. And remember that the rose garden contains thorns, and so you don't be afraid of the thorns. You are blessed. It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. Whatever you're afraid of. Hmm. Okay. This card says, this woman is a part of nature and she grows stronger with every gentle touch and loving gesture. She is not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and the butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. Okay, so there is a message to don't be afraid of the process, even if it seems a little bit thorny. You're going to be safe. You're going to be fine. There's also a message to go visit your friends, or if you get an invitation to follow it, or if your future spouse is an old friend, to go visit them. It's like your future spouse needs you right now. And so whatever invitation, whatever call you're getting to like go, I don't know, out on some adventure or something. And it may not be right now, it may be soon. So, because you may be getting this message before it's time, but you'll know when it's time. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Once again, this is someone that you've been connecting with in a dream space or in dreams. So, in some sense, this person is waiting for you and this person is aware of you. For some of you, this is somebody who you have already met. This is an old friend or somebody from your past, but that's not for most of you. But for all of you, this is someone who is aware of you to some degree because they've been connecting with you in a dream space. And connecting with you in that dream space is helping this person's sense of self-worth and you. Yeah, so you guys have been helping each other's energy heal a lot in a liminal space when you're sleeping or in that moment, that half asleep stage that you're in before sleep. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good, and I believe that feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Yeah, you are really being asked to go after what is calling to your soul, what is fun, what sounds fun, what feels good, like whatever resonates with you deeply, because it's going to take you a lot farther than whatever your logical and cautious thoughts are telling you right now. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't see the result. My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force, they come through freedom. Yeah, it's not about forcing anything or forcing yourself to do or be anything. It's giving yourself the freedom to follow what really speaks to you because something is speaking to you right now. Are you listening? It's also about taking responsibility for creating the life that you want. And again, it's not about forcing it. It should come from a place of joy. So if you're not feeling that and you're not feeling joy, then it's about connecting with that. Okay, but what? Okay, but that's like so much about pile two and okay, what about pile two's person? I want to learn more Okay, your person right now is working on building a solid foundation. They're probably rebuilding or restructuring their life after a loss. Your person is also a really mm, your person is trustworthy and they are a practical person. They're probably good with material things. They're probably good with like finances, for instance. Your person might be dealing with some ego. They may be dealing with some pride or concerns. They may be overly concerned with like their appearance or image, their public image. This is somebody definitely that you could connect with when you're traveling. This is a very compassionate person. Your person also requires compassion and they require communication. Okay, tell me more about forming structure, solid foundation. Tell me about pile two's future spouse and what do you, okay. Yeah, this person is in a process of having their higher self be activated. Okay, they were dealing with a karmic relationship that was helping them to sort of burn off their ego because there was a part of their ego that was focused on public image or focusing on superficial things like looks and appearance, okay? And so this karmic relationship that they are or were releasing was helping them to learn that lesson, which was a lesson that they needed to learn. And they are in the process of closing that out now, or maybe they already have, and they're in the process of rebuilding their life. Tell me about Mercury messages, travel, communication. This person is longing for you. If they don't know who you are, it's because that they are connecting with you like in a dream space or maybe just as a thought. Maybe they're just thinking they have an intention for the kind of relationship that they would like to be in, or maybe it's just a daydream. Maybe they don't even know that it's real, but yeah, they're connecting with you in that way. And some of them do know who you are. Some of them know exactly who you are. Yeah, and then trust in divine timing. This person actually does trust in divine timing. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Your future spouse trusts in divine timing, but they are longing for you. They are longing for communication. They're longing to know who you are. They're longing to meet you. This is not for everybody, but okay, this is like a one-off, but if this person knows who you are, and they know that you're in another relationship, then that does get them up in their ego because it makes them feel jealous. That's not for most of you. Yeah, you both are in a process of release, surrender, purge. It's like the last release, surrender. It's the last release or purge before you meet each other or re-meet or whatever, depending on your situation. Mm-hmm. So it's really important to set your intentions because your intentions are really powerful at this time. And your future spouse is literally setting their intentions to meet you, whether or not they know who you are. They sense you. Some of them know who you are, but they at least sense you. They've been connecting with you in the subconscious, in dreams and daydreams, because they're being prepared. Their higher self knows that it's going to meet you soon. Okay, what will be super helpful for us to know about Pile Two's future spouse? What do we need to know about Pile Two's future spouse? Okay, I'm gonna skip that deck to try Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. What will be helpful to know about Pile Two's future spouse? Thank you. Wow, it's faded. Wow. Yeah, it's predestined that you would meet this person. You do have a soulmate marriage, a soulmate relationship. That's your future spouse. Not everyone has that. Not every marriage is soulmates, and not all soulmates are even, hmm, yeah, not all soulmates are created equal. Yes, this person has a loyal heart. I love this card. This person is going to be loyal to you. This person is not only going to be loyal to you, they are a loyal person. It's not something that they have to do, it's who they are naturally. This person is between worlds right now. They are in a process of ascending and rebuilding. And also, it's between worlds where you two are connecting at this time. You guys are so blessed. Your connection is so blessed. You two are literally like, I don't like to say this, but you're like favorites. You're like favorites of the gods, as it were. Like the gods ship you. They want you two to be together, and you are blessed, and they're helping to guide you together, and you'll have everything that you need. They really want you to trust in this. They want you to trust in your heart and in this person's heart, because this person has a really good heart. This person is a good egg. That's what I heard. This person is a good egg. And they're going to be so good to you. Yeah. If you are the divine feminine, you are ready to receive this. If this person is in the divine feminine, they are ready for you. This situation is ready for union. And then there is a reminder that all that glitters is not gold. So, yeah. Some of you or your divine counterparts were attracted to glittery and distracting things in the past, things that seemed on a superficial level to connect the dots. They seemed good, they seemed great. Maybe in some ways they were good, but it wasn't the favorite connection that the gods are like trying to make happen. That's so funny. Yeah. Um, it wasn't the same exchange of energy. Like there's a really special exchange of energy that is happening between you and this person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your energies are really ready to connect or almost ready because you guys are in a process of cleaning it up. Yep, it's the final process of cleaning it up. This is so exciting, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But there was a message to not get distracted or um to not think that you can create that kind of connection with just anyone because the connection that you have with this person is really special and unique. and immutable. This is an immutable connection. This is not a connection that you could recreate with anybody else. This person who you have been connecting with in a dream space or in a liminal space, like that is not something that you can manifest having that with just any person or any number of people. That is a special connection that you have with that one person who you are connecting with in that way. That's a message. So don't settle. This is the exact card that came out for pile one. It's possible some of you have messages in pile one because there were some similar messages in pile one. Okay, so you are in a pause moment, a waiting moment. It's not really waiting as in not doing anything. It's waiting as in clearing the final bits of the last cycle and preparing for a new cycle. As I'm writing this, it's so funny. I used to write a lot instead of doing these YouTube videos, and it's like, it just comes out. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, as I'm recording this, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, um it's correct for you, whatever time you find this. But we are still in that eclipse portal as I'm recording this. And the eclipse portal was from, oh my God, was it March? I think it was March. Okay. Yes, March 2025 to September 2025. And this is now August. So we are almost on the verge of closing out this eclipse portal. So for some of you, that is the cycle that's closing. If that's not the exact cycle that you are in when you're watching this, then there is a cycle which is soon to close. And a lot of energies are, so much energy, oh my gosh. A lot of energies are closing out and completing at this time. Yeah, energies surrounding the throat chakra. So that has to do with communication. And yes, there's going to be a huge breakthrough in communication because those of you who have only been communicating through liminal spaces, through the dream space, for a while or forever, are going to break through and have a different kind of communication, like I don't want to say real communication, but like real world communication. And let's see, we had more messages in the cards that fell. Spiritual strength. Yeah. Yeah, because right now you guys are coming into clarity and greater clarity. I'm still looking for cards that fell. Oh my gosh. So okay. In solitude. Yeah. Yeah. You guys have been brought into a period of solitude. Both of you, you're mirroring these energies. And again, many of you do not know who this person is. You have not met this person. Some of you do know who this person is. Some of you do not. Did I drop any more? No, that's it. Okay. Excuse me. Lots of energy. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of activation going on around the throat chakra and breaking through communication to a new kind of communication. But there had to be a lot of change on the energy level to prepare to bring that communication out from like the dream space, basically. Yeah. What an interesting and different reading this is, guys. I feel like this reading is not as fun. So I don't know, let me know if that's true or not. And if this is not as fun, I would invite you to just watch one of my other readings. This is a really different reading and it resonates with people who really are on the verge of meeting their soulmate, future spouse, okay? So that's not going to be for everybody. That's not going to resonate with everybody. These are really high level messages. Yeah. So this card came through in the last deck that we were pulling from when it said milk and honey. And I said, you are like, as it were, a favorite of the gods. Of course, the gods don't really have favorites, right? Not really, but But some of you have incarnated many times. You have long-standing relationships with the gods, spirit guides, spirit, God, however you want to look at that. You have been really open-hearted and really open to working with the divine. And so because of that, there is a lot of blessing and support available to you when you are following your divine path, the path that is in alignment with your highest self and with the divine. So all that to say, you have many blessings in store for you. You have all of the spiritual and material and financial support that you need. Some of you are coming into wealth or have that now. But also, it is also about being independent. Both of you are being brought into a place of being independent in whatever sense that needs to be, in whatever sense you need to prepare you for a strong union. Because in order to create a strong union, each one of you needs to be a strong individual. It's going to come out of nowhere. You're going to be surprised. And then you are suddenly going to be faced with a choice. It will be apparent to you. So if you are confused at this time, you are not soon going to be confused because everything will be made very clear. That's what's happening with the energy right now. Also, there's a message for some of you that if you communicate with your future spouse, if you meet them or come into contact with them, then that's going to create a lot of clarity. What do I need now? This one. And this is divine abundance. What does pile 2 need to know about their future spouse? Yeah, we got this before. Your future spouse is very grounded. Your future spouse may have Taurus placements, or they may be a Taurus. Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, Taurus Venus, Taurus node. They're asking you to surrender to the divine plan, to your divine self, to God, however you conceptualize that. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Yes, they're telling me that you have been shown the steps that you need to take. So it's just about courageously taking the steps that you've already been told to do and then just receiving the blessings. That's what they're saying. And then just be open to receiving all of the blessings that they have in store for you, that you have in store for you. So for some of you, if there's something that you're afraid of or something that you're concerned about, maybe think about it in a different way. Maybe look at it from a different perspective. You may need to reframe something. This is happening for me, not to me. So that's a message for somebody. But the message about your future spouse is this person is a very grounded person. This person is a very courageous person. This is your divine love. You may not know who this person is, and so that's okay, but you just take the steps that you're being guided to take, and it's going to guide you towards this person. This person is your divine love, and look at that. They have arms wide open, ready to receive you. That's amazing. That's really beautiful. Did we do this one yet? Yes. Okay, but I want to do this one. This is really cool. This is the Inner Child Oracle by Amanda Lynn Ashlyn. What does pile 2 need to know about their future spouse? What does pile 2? Be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. Yeah, I feel like they're saying that your future spouse is not moving right now. Your future spouse is not going to come and find you. That's a message for somebody. Yes, they keep saying this. Your future spouse, they said they're a little bit stuck, but they're working on it. They said that your future spouse is grounded and still. And then they keep telling you that you need to answer the call and you need to go on an adventure and you need to listen to your spirit to take action steps that you're being guided to take. Guys, this isn't going to resonate for everybody. So if it doesn't resonate, then that's okay. Maybe for some of you, it's possible. And again, only take this as if it resonates, but it's possible that if you are in the divine feminine, more so, if you're more so connecting with the divine feminine archetype, then you may find that you have messages in pile 1, and it's possible that the pile 2 is for the divine masculine. That's not for everybody. So this may actually be, if you were drawn to this pile, that doesn't mean that you're not in tune with your intuition, but it may be that you needed to hear this message because these are the two sides of what's going on right now, like divine feminine, divine masculine. That's what I'm getting, okay? So this may be your divine masculine's side of things, only if that resonates. Just take what resonates. Write a letter, get lost. Yeah, you are connecting with this person in the realm of imagination, in the daydream space, in the dream space. So you can definitely do that if that helps you to connect with your intuition. I'm getting that it is helpful. And there is something about connecting with communication. So for some of you, you need to reach out and communicate in some way. So I don't know. If that means that you need to talk to your friends, if that means that you need to, yeah, okay. So I'm not sure actually, but I think that like they said that you know what it is, so I don't know. Maybe some of you need to post on social media if there's something that you're being guided to post. I don't know. That's only if that resonates. Okay, and these cards are saying be present to find clarity in the moment and become aware by listening to the wisdom of your body. Yeah, so there's a strong message that you do intuitively know what you need to do. Or again, this could be a message for your divine masculine, and this could be what they're connecting with and what they need to know right now. And that card came out in pile 1, actually practicing freedom, release the weight of judgment. There's a strong message right now that you can't force this, that you can only meet this by embracing freedom, courage, and adventure and authenticity. Yep. And again, this is the message that came through earlier, like one of the first messages that came through for you, pile 2. Go on an adventure. That is a strong message that they are telling you right now. There are blessings in store for you. They have blessings in store for you if you will only heed the call and go on an adventure. Okay. And that's it, pile 2. That's your message. I hope that you got something out of that. And if you didn't, I would like to say this has been a very weird, different reading, like a very cool reading, like really cool. But this is kind of a different, unique kind of reading for, I think, a group of people who are really on the verge of uniting with a soulmate future spouse. And so if that specifically does not resonate, then I would invite you to watch another reading. But this is really cool. I'm really happy for those of you who are connecting with this. I'm really excited for you. You guys are on the verge of something really special. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Okay, and I'm gonna put this away. I do not edit my videos. So we're gonna put this away. And get ready for pile 3. And I need one moment. I need a little honey. I got this honey at a farmer's market. How to protect my throat. Yep. Okay. All right. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Golden Healer Quartz Heart and the Sun card, Spirit, and the number 1, this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out, what do you need to know about your future spouse? What does pile 3 need to know about their future spouse? What would be helpful for pile 3 to know about their future spouse? Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, you guys are going through a transition period. Actually, your future spouse is going through a transition period. And so, in a way, you are too. Hmm. I have a few more questions, actually. Oh. For some of you, this has been a secret connection, or yeah, this may not be a relationship per se. This may be someone who you have been watching from a distance. And either you or they or both of you have been going through a difficult time. Literally going through like the end of an era and the beginning of a new era. And this person, your future spouse, has had to work really, really hard, doing things that are basically, it says the impossible task. Yeah, it's like they've been given an impossible task. Like there's no way that they could succeed, and yet they are succeeding. They are coming through this. They're passing the tests. Sorry about that sound. That horrible sound is me scooting my stool so I can grab the card that dropped. And you are protected. And there is a solution present. And this connection is going to come out into the open, into the light of day. I'm not really seeing this as an affair. Like, that is something that comes to mind when we think of a secret connection, but I see it more as you may have been admiring someone from afar, or you may have a crush on someone. Something more like that. Yeah, it's almost like Snow White. You've been almost on ice, or you've been in this, I don't want to say half alive, but you've been in this sort of state of waiting for your prince to come and find you and kiss you awake. But your prince is coming forward, or your princess, whatever resonates. Yeah, it's been impossible. This person has had massive obstacles and they are overcoming them. Yeah, they're overcoming them. They're finding solutions. They're also being protected. Yeah, this person has probably friends who are helping them or some protector or yeah, something's ending. Something's ending and something's growing. This person has really strong character, and that's why they are overcoming all of the obstacles. Yes, yeah, you've been watching this person. Yes, you are like a secret admirer of this person. You have a crush on this person. And there was actually a third party or other people. It doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic third party, but there were people who were envious of this person and their brilliance, their growth, their success, their thriving. There were people who wanted to cut this person down, and they nearly succeeded. But this person overcame it. They've overcome it. Yeah, this person has found solutions. This person also has been guided, protected, and helped, both by friends in like good friends, good family in their real life, and also by spirit helpers. What else can we know about this situation? Okay, so for some of you, this person is in recovery from either some sort of like substance abuse or some sort of physical recovery. This person may be recovering their health, but for some of you, this person is recovering from burnout or from a toxic relationship or a toxic family. Breaking free from that situation is bittersweet for this person because it does have something to do with their family. They've had to leave behind certain family members or people that they loved or a relationship that they were attached to. And now they feel more isolated. They're not totally isolated, but they're more alone now and they are praying a lot. They're coming out of confusion and they're reconnecting with their passions. This person is coming alive again. Your future spouse is finding themselves. They're reconnecting with their passions and they're reconnecting with certain friends and family who are healthier. That the people whom they may have been isolated from before, especially if they were dealing with some like narcissistic or abusive person. Yeah, and they're balancing their life. Okay, so what they want you to know about your future spouse is that this person is coming into a really healthy place in their life and they're healing. So if you're wondering, where is my person? Where is my future spouse? They're literally actively healing their life and recovering and rebalancing their life right now and rebuilding their life. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. They're recreating their life. They're growing, they're evolving. They're also really reconnecting with certain family members and learning to create boundaries with other family members. And they're also working on their material abundance. I love to see it. Okay. What can pile three know about their future spouse? That's helpful for pile three to know about their future spouse. Trust in divine timing. You are going to be super attracted to your future spouse. Oh my gosh. You're going to think that they're hot. But this person is also healing their inner child. So not just that they are, yeah. So basically, okay, they're telling me right now that you need to be patient with this process because this person is working on becoming the person that you deserve to be with. So they may actually be working on their physical body, and they're definitely working on their emotional healing so that they can come to you emotionally healthy and emotionally whole and emotionally available. They're breaking toxic patterns. This person right now is breaking out of toxic patterns so that they can be healthy for you. So that's why they're saying trust in divine timing. Yeah, this is going to be so worth it. This is going to be a really sexy connection. But it's not sexy if people are still living out toxic patterns and emotionally stunted, right? That's not sexy. That's not. It's just not, guys. Stop it. It's just not. So this person needs to go through their process that they're going through right now. Yes, this person is going through a process of releasing. We've been getting that with every pile. Actually, this person is learning to express themselves more fully and more truthfully. This person is being separated from toxic people in their lives. And for some of you, this person is going through recovery from, like, say, alcohol. And if they go through like a 12-step type program, they will be asked to make amends and like apologize with certain people. And so some of them are going through that kind of process. If some of them, yeah, some of them are reconnecting with family members. That's not for everybody. And yes, and breaking through illusions. So some of them are coming to see things more. I think all of them are coming to see things more clearly. Yeah, there's so much releasing of karma and karmic relationships, being present in the moment. Yeah, and all of this is designed to bring them into alignment with uniting with you. With, yeah. And it's not just that they're going through this. It's very likely that you are going through something similar or have recently gone through something similar, but we are asking specifically, what can you know about your future spouse? And what they're saying is that you can trust in divine timing because they're literally preparing your future spouse for you right now. This person is really evolving and healing, and this connection that you're going to have with them is going to be really hot and very emotionally supportive. No. Tell me about what will be helpful for pile 3 to know about the future spouse? Your future spouse is really tired right now. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally, support will surround me, and movements will form. Yeah, this person needs a moment. I heard to catch their breath. This person is sort of just in a process of recovering themselves and remembering who they are and what they're passionate about. And when they're allowed that moment to sort of find themselves and recenter, then manifesting the connection between you two is going to happen naturally. And you guys are going to have a really supportive marriage and a joyful marriage. And it's going to unfold naturally too. That's what they're saying. So if you're worried about this and you're afraid that it's taking too long or it's not going to happen, they want you to know that it actually is happening and it's all happening in the correct timing. And you guys are so supported. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. You both are being guided through this. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Mm-hmm. Literally, you don't have to wait for someone to come into your life to bring love and joy into your life. It actually kind of works a little bit opposite to that. You have to commit to experiencing and being resonant with love and joy first, and then you're going to attract the situation that's a match for that energy. That's just a reminder for everybody. Tell us what will be super helpful to know about pile three's future spouse. Tell me about pile three's future spouse. What do we need to know about pile three's future spouse right now? They're telling you that you can really trust your intuition, even if it seems really weird. That's the message. If you have an intuition about who your future spouse is, or you have an intuition about something about your future spouse, they're saying even if it seems like really weird, this particular message is saying that yes, you can really trust your intuition. Because you may be coming into a lot of clarity right now, pile three. Yeah, your soul is really shining. You picked the sun card. Your soul shines. Your aura is really bright and really on fire right now. Your past supports your future. Everything that you've been through has brought you to this point. Nourish the sacred feminine. You've learned to really nourish yourself and take care of yourself. And if you're divine masculine, then you've learned to nurture the sacred feminine aspect of yourself within yourself and the sacred feminine, the feminine people around you, the feminine people in your friend and family group. So you've set an intention, and it really doesn't require any more than that. That's what they say, raw intention. What's your honest truth? Raw intention. Like, honestly, there's nothing else you need to do. You've set an intention. You can trust your intuition. It's happening. Everything's happening. Nothing is delayed. Everything is happening right now. Everything is unfolding right now. Everything that you've been through is bringing you perfectly into alignment with where you want to be and where you want to go. Your intention is already happening and unfolding. Mm-hmm. This person, your future spouse, is literally going through the process that they need to go through right now, alchemy, the alchemization that they need to go through right now for you to be in alignment. It's happening. Literally all of my piles, pile one, two, and three, all of you are very close to union, whatever that means for you. All of you are going through the last preparation processes before you come together with your future spouse. It's a lot of energy here today. Maybe that's why I've been guided to do these future spouse readings. I don't know. Find your sacred flow. That fell on the floor, so there's extra energy with that. Yeah, you guys are like, you're in flow with this. You're in alignment with this. Don't overthink it. Cozy up with risk. Yeah, yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's do this. Communication is key. Okay. What do you need to know about your future spouse? Does pile three need to know about their future spouse? What does pile three need to know about their future spouse? Hmm. Maybe not this death. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. There may be something that you're doing or trying right now that will not work out. So, for instance, if you think I'm going to make a dating profile, you know, and this is like a big step for you and you're really excited about it, and you set it up and nothing comes of it. There's something that you're doing or someplace where you're putting your energy right now, it's not going to bring you to your future spouse. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to meet your future spouse because what did I literally just tell you? You guys are literally on the path. You're being brought into alignment with this person. So it's not something that you need to make happen, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't make a dating profile if that is in alignment, if that feels right to you, if that's something that you want to do, that'd be fun to do. But the message here is saying, first of all, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Yes, you're very close to meeting this person. Don't let pride get in your way just because something doesn't work, right? Don't let, like, if you try something and it doesn't work, don't let it change your vibration because it's your like, nothing is set in stone means, like, yeah, your resonance could change, your vibration could change. Just stay in your authentic vibration, stay on your path. You'll get there. It also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's destiny. So in astrology, the North Node represents your destiny, but it's never comfortable. Following your destiny is never comfortable. What's comfortable is your South Node, which is sometimes called resources. And some people consider the South Node to be really negative, and I do not. I mean, it can be karmic, but the South Node represents things that you brought into this life with you because you already gained them in a past life, or you were given, if you don't believe in past lives, then they're things that you came into the world with because they were gifted to you for this lifetime. But you're not supposed to lean into those things. You're supposed to take those things and go forward and lean into your North Node because your North Node is the potential that you've been asked to pursue in this lifetime, and it won't be handed to you. So it does require stepping out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Mhm. So much advicey advice in this whole reading, not even just your pile, like all of the piles. I want something else. Yes, I want something else. I want to know something about your future spouse. Let's do these. These are a couple of my favorite oracle decks. Woodland Wardens and Botanical Inspiration. What will be helpful for pile 3 to know about their future spouse? They're a very strong person. Your future spouse is very strong. Hmm. They may have a fire sign placement. So we were getting Leo. Yeah, and we're getting double Leo actually. They may have Leo placements or Aries or Sagittarius. Yeah, your future spouse is healing right now, and they're coming into a really successful time. So what they want to tell you is to be patient with this process because you are going to come together with your future spouse and they are going to be healed and successful. And that's how you want to meet them. Yes. Your future spouse is an inspiration. They are strong, successful, and healed. That's beautiful. Okay, I love that. That's really exciting. Even if the process feels like it's moving slowly, it is moving. And your future spouse is also a really fun person. And there's something of a leader too. Hmm. Your future spouse is also someone who has a lot of patience. Your future spouse has a really pure heart. Oh, goodness. Hmm. 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 What do I need right now? Yeah, there we go. They're asking you to look for something that might be a little bit difficult to understand. They're asking for you to recognize the signs that you're being shown. They're asking you not to overthink this. Clarify, please. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Not, yeah, they're saying not everything is as it appears to be. And you can't know everything right now. You can't really understand everything right now. So they're asking you, on one hand, not to overthink this, but on another hand, to be wise and thoughtful and read between the lines. The situation is transforming. Mhm. Hmm. You've gained a lot of wisdom, and so has your future spouse, and you guys are both headed for a new beginning because you're going to meet each other. So basically, what they're saying is, not to be tempted by other seeming options. Yeah. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Like if you know what you are attracting, you know what you're manifesting, you know what your intentions are, you know the vibration, the feeling that you're trying to connect with. Maybe some of you know the exact person whom you're hoping to connect with, but more importantly, I think it's more important to like have certain intentions and like values, like the kind of person that it's important for you to marry, if that's something that you want, if that's a goal of yours, or the person that it's important for you to connect with on a soul level. However that works for you, like however you think of that. Because you are manifesting your intentions. Yes, even if there seems to be obstacles and challenges, that doesn't mean that it's not happening. But um there's a message to stand firm in your values, like to stand firm in what you know you want. Anything else about this message? Also, for some of you, if you have been in a third party situation, your person is going to choose you. That's not for everybody. That just came through. So, yeah, there's a message for everybody to don't overthink this. Don't worry about it so much. They're saying you can't possibly know everything right now. It's coming into greater clarity. There will be greater clarity. But they're saying there are messages for those who have ears to listen. It's like a Bible quote. Oh my God, guys. Wish fulfillment. Yes. Stay focusing on stay focusing on what it is you are intending to manifest because the universe is working with you. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm not going to take all this. Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on here, but they're telling you to hold your vibration because you're literally manifesting what you want. But overthinking will slow down your manifestation, which is, it's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine, but yes. But yeah, it will slow it down a lot though if your overthinking makes you get so frustrated and burnt out that you lower your standards and settle for a kind of relationship that you don't want to be in. Okay, that will slow everything down a lot, so don't do that. That's a message for somebody. You're literally going to have your wishes come true, pile 3. Yeah, so don't lower your standards for a fleeting sort of connection. Stay true to your values and your expectations. The future spouse who's coming into your life is somebody with a really beautiful, pure heart. We're almost done here. Just another message that is coming through. Oh, I love it. Luck. Okay. You have luck on your side. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that really aligns with the sun energy too. You're coming into a really lucky time in your life, so they really want you to believe in that and align yourself with that. And don't overthink it. Don't worry about it so much. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be really amazing, pile 3. I'm really excited for you guys. Okay, well, that was kind of a different reading than what I was expecting, but really, really cool. And I'm really excited for you guys, and I hope that that was helpful for you. And if it wasn't exactly what you were looking for, then I would invite you to please watch one of my other future spouse readings because they're a little bit different than this one. This one was a little bit different. This was really cool though, because basically, if you resonated with pile 1, 2, or 3 of this reading, it looks like you are being prepared to meet a future spouse who is also a soulmate. And that's really, wow, that's really cool. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being with me here today during this reading. Everybody, have an amazing day, and maybe I'll see you in another reading. Bye.